Welcome back to the Path of Radiance Unmounted challenge. So today we are in an indoor map, and we have lots of armor knights, archers, and some chests. Here I think there's a ward staff and a scroll, and here there is an armor slayer. We definitely want to get the armor slayer. Usually on any playthrough someone will run Titania up here and you have the chest, but not so much here. Now I think we're going to go ahead and take on these guys first. We want to essentially make this a good spot to basically tank out these guys because they'll be moving, you'll be moving. There's a lot going on here. So let's just get started. Okay, so first thing we want to do is, let's see how Boyd does against you. Okay. Oh look, we are getting this map theme again. Didn't think it'd play for this chapter because this one, there's some deep stuff that goes on story-wise. Oh, by the way, we got the men's staff on Riz. Alencia in the story did give that to Ike last chapter to get to him. So he now has that to kill because we are a little bit low on that heal staff. And Soren Critch. Okay, that makes things a lot easier because we want these guys gone. Like I said, the top enemies will be moving down shortly. Okay, another defense level up. I think what they want you to do is like tank down in here, but we're not going to do that now. You're actually equipped. I'm going to keep you down here near you. You two can just hide in the corner. You can go and equip yourself. Yeah, I gave her the, I just go up here. I gave her the iron axe that Boyd was using. Because we don't have too much in the room of inventory space right now. Obviously. That will be fixed, I believe, at the end of the next chapter. Or no, I think it's the beginning of next chapter, so we can finally shuffle around our items. Okay, that was a good one, Boyd. Ow. Right, and the NPC they're going for, of course they are. Yeah, they all just kind of aggro on us. Interestingly enough. Oh, you're gonna move too. Yeah, we're surrounded on both sides, so it doesn't really look that good right now. We have a whole line of guys coming this way. Okay. You're gonna go recruit yourself, and that guy is quite annoying. This guy, he'll go for these chests. We need to make sure we at least get the armor slayer. He will also steal items on hand. I have Boyd with a speed wing here, so we have to be careful. Right then, so we have Mia, and just because we're using, we're obligated to use the infantry units doesn't mean we have to use the bad ones. So she's pretty awful. Really bad strength. She's basically just speed. She can dodge somewhat, but she's pretty bad. Even under gameplay like this, she's still bad because I mentioned in Chapter 1, I think, Boyd pretty much calls free reign on all the axes since we're benching all the axe mounts like Titania, but she still has competition with Ike and some other good sword units we'll be getting later on. Swords in general just can't 1 to 2 range like javelins and hand axes being really good in this game, so yeah, she's pretty bad. She's probably the first infantry unit I am going to be benching. But we will still get use out of her for at least this chapter, a couple more before I bench her for the better infantry units we'll be getting. And let's see. Yeah, not really that great. I don't think she even does damage to the armor knights in this chapter, and that armor slayer is going to Ike. So let's see how Boyd does. He might be able to handle all these guys. Another thing I wanted to mention was that, so I don't know if it's an archetype or not. I mean, it might as well be. But I actually really don't like sword girls. I think they're like the worst. Where can you get to? I really strongly dislike sword girls. Like, they're my least favorite type of unit in the entire franchise. I think they're bland, boring, overrated, just not that great units overall. Mia here is certainly a very dull unit, which is weird because Tellius it's known for having a group of characters that are really vibrant, but she's just kind of one personality. There are a few like that in this game. I know I mentioned Gatry back in Chapter 3. His personality isn't my favorite, but she's just kind of bland. But yeah, I really hate sword girls. I didn't really give a crap when Marissa died in my FE8 run. So yeah, not gonna use her. Not gonna use sword girls ever, unless they're a Veil in FE5, but she's kind of required. She's probably one of the only ones I like, although I do like Petra quite a bit as well. But Petra, she doesn't always have to be a sword girl, the way Three Houses works. So yeah, that's my little rant about sword girls. I just think they're really just not that great units overall. I don't see the hype in them. Soren. Okay, let's see, I might just have to give her a kill, unfortunately. Okay. I think we can actually... putting Riz in the way, though. Okay, let's have Soren take this guy out at least. Yeah, we're running pretty low on that wind tome, so we'll definitely have to. There is a fire tome droppable and a reinforcement that spawns down where Boyd is. Okay, move you two. Boyd is getting his butt handed to him right now, but that's okay, because he levels up. Again. Okay, speed's really appreciated on him at this point. As soon as we can get Boyd one-rounding things, it'll be a lot easier, obviously. Same for Soren. I wish he'd get a little bit more magic. Let's go ahead and use our new men's staff. Okay. I want to defend this point here. Move you two up a little bit. I think that's what they want you to do. Oh, and if you think I'm using Mia in Radiant Dawn, I'm not, because in case you aren't able to tell by my, Sword might more just leave my range. In case you aren't able to tell by my outro card, there's another sword unit I really like in that game, who joins, well, early on. I actually quite like the sword boys, though. I feel like they are very underrated compared to their female counterparts. I always find, like, when people talk about FE7, for example, you know, people usually overrate the heck out of Lynn. Oh, all you need to do is train her up and she'll be good. Well, what about, like, Guy? Like, no one ever kind of overrates him, but they always overrate Lynn, so it's just kind of like a double standard. Oh, Lynn is really good, but, you know, we'll obviously point out Guy, or Guy, however you say his name. Obviously point out the flaws of the male sword units, but the female ones we kind of give more leeway. I think the same happens with Stefan in this game. We'll be meeting him later, and he's pretty good. But yeah, I do overall like the boy sword units, just because they're not the girl sword units. Yeah, here he is. I think it's him that drops that fire tome, or maybe it's you. Okay, it's you. Right. Shinon and Gatry have joined. We want to get rid of these guys. They can hold the fort up here. It's easy to forget about them. You see all these enemies coming in and they're just... yeah, they're randomly here. But I skipped the story. We want to get Shinon on the other side. It's too bad we can't kill him this turn. Anyway, who had the chest key? I think you did. You know what? Let's go ahead and give that to Ike. I'll use you as a pack mule. So yeah, that overall is my little rant about sword girls. I think they're really trash. I don't obviously see any appeal in them. Obviously, like because they're hot or whatever, but yeah, I'm not seeing that. Now, Tabarn, on the other hand, I won't get into all that. Okay. Boyd, you'll want to get out here too. I guess you two are fine where you are. Yeah, we can't forget about Shinon and Gatry up there. By the way, this is the last map we'll have them for, well, Shinon a long time. Gatry, not too long. I think one of these guys is an armor slayer. Have to be a little bit careful with Gatry, but he should be fine. Okay, yeah, that guy we don't like. Might actually leave that chest intact, hoping he'll run for it. That way he won't steal our vulneraries or speed wings or anything like that. And you are going to... okay. They should be alright here. Usually I have Titania up here to assist them. Shinon is just 1 point of strength off from one-rounding these guys. But maybe he'll get it. He does have good growth rates, so let's see what he gets. Okay, pretty good. Where is the thief? I want to be careful of him. I'm actually going to leave you here, hoping he'll go for that. We don't want him to steal our speedwing or anything. Actually gonna take that off of you, just so no one takes it. You can shove Boyd? Okay, Boyd actually doesn't need healing. I'm looking at Ike, actually. Alright then, gonna have to protect Soren. Okay. No damage, of course. I am a little bit more concerned about Shinon down there, though. You're just gonna walk up to Boyd, I guess. Ow! And you're gonna go for Gatry for some odd reason. Be my guest, though. Do what you want. Will you double him? Yes. Good. Also, Shinon and Gatry will leave their equipment, so you don't have to worry about unequipping them, thank goodness. Okay. Alright, let's try and hit you. Soren can finish you off. Once again, Ike, Boyd, and Soren doing most of the legwork here. Sometimes, well, okay, you got magic, we'll take that. Sometimes I do like to use her to help feed Soren because I know she's not going to kill. But yeah, like I said in the next couple of chapters, we do have to use all we have. We really don't have a choice. Won't be till like maybe chapter, maybe like 12 or 13 we get to actually sort out our team. Alright then, where is that other mage? He's moving up there. I actually don't know if they are permanently dead from this. Oh, we don't need that. Because they are important for something later on. Well, story purposes. So I don't know if they'll die permanently here. But I would like to get that fire tome at least. And I think we're all good on this side. Definitely want to get that armor slayer to Ike. Ow. So Ike's biggest weakness is probably his resistance. I know in Radiant Dawn it's really bad for him, but fortunately for him, magic isn't that great. Like, I think Soren is the best mage in the game. I guess it might be debatable, but magic isn't that great, which is really convenient for Ike, but not so convenient for another main lord character we have, who I've already mentioned in this playthrough. Oh, by the way, I think it was when Shinon joined us in chapter... Okay. In chapter 3 that I said I have a really hated character in this game. That is Mia, by the way, because I just hate sword girls so much. I don't know, she's just really annoying to me. Like most of them. Marissa's also pretty annoying to me. Okay, Shinon, we're gonna have to heal you up pretty soon here. Gatry, on the other hand, is doing quite well. Thank goodness. Alright, and you're just gonna clutter around. Of course you are. And I might want to stay here, because, yeah. Okay, just kill everything on the inside, less things to hit Shinon. Yeah, we might actually use Gatry in this run. I don't know yet. Uh-oh. Well, he's still good. Alright, then now the bottom portion of the map is pretty much clear. Feed this to Soren. This is one thing you're good for on this map, I guess. Or not, that's still 9. Yeah, no. Alright, Boyd, I guess we're feeding it to you. We do have to trade that over. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to say that in basically every Fire Emblem game, I can't double trade in this game. I'd have to say that in every Fire Emblem game, the Sword Girl probably is my least favorite. Except for maybe Petra. I do really like her personality. And when I do, because I probably will have 3 houses my girls only run to complement my boys only run, and if we use her, I probably would not make her into a sword unit. She'd probably be, well, not a wyvern because, well, everyone uses those. Maybe some type of brawler or something. Not really sure yet. The one I'm really confused about who to turn into is actually Edelgard, because the game wants you to make her into an armor, but we all know armors aren't really that great in that game. Because if you think this is a bad game to be an infantry unit, that game might be worse. Alright then. 3 units around here. Shinon has that fire tome still. Let's just finish you with Soren. Well, I can border getting some decent levels. Soren is a little bit atypical. We might have to fix him up with some bonus XP. Okay, 22. Well, actually, how much 3. Can you do damage with that? Alright, we might actually have to do this. Yeah, because she, that base with her basic weapons, she can't even do anything to the armor knights. Yeah. Can't even touch them. I can't really decide who's worse between me and Marissa. It might be Marissa because she's later joining, but I don't know. Marissa can do damage in her game, so I really don't know. Alright, Shinon, let's start taking on this guy. There we go. And let's try and take out you. Okay, well, Shinon and Gatry are at least holding their own. Ow. And you're just gonna wall yourself into Gatry. Good job, Gatry. This chapter can be a bit of a slog, especially since we don't have Titania to run out and help with the chests. I think we lost a miracle scroll, but that's not that important. Not that important at all. And another level up for Gatry. He's actually going quite far. Okay, a bit atypical, but that's fine. Let's just finish off these guys, and then we'll have Shinon work his way around. Another iron sword. You don't move. I'd actually like to have, maybe do a little trade chain to have these guys. Shinon should be able, how's your, not you, Titania, how's your movement, Shinon? Is it like 7? It really doesn't matter. Oh, that's a good staff for raising mist. Let's get started on you. The Eichenboy Dream Team. And we can shove Soren. We're probably going to be doing this in Chapter 9 a lot, because... And here's Fire, although... Okay. Probably going to be doing that in Chapter 9. And Soren crit him anyway. Because we actually... Well, I actually want to get the villages in that game, or that chapter. It could be... Chapter 9 could be really easy, but I'm going to try and make a little bit of a challenge out of it. If anyone's familiar with Chapter 9 and the layout, you should know what's coming. And I think that's it for now. You're going for Boyd. Ow. Roasted. I don't think Soren's gonna do anything to him. Can we get Riz up there? Someone also mentioned that Amiya's joinment time is really awkward because, well, if you're familiar with the story, something major is about to happen here, and most of the Grail mercenaries are pretty depressed, but she just kind of like doesn't fit the mood of when she joins. So you're a mage, are you? Yes, there's 2 squares behind you, Ike. Ike is really interesting. He's kind of daft in a lot of things, but I think he's a bit smarter than people give him credit for. There's actually a really good scene with Titania, and I think it's after here, actually. I might show it off in the next chapter. And Mage Band, I'll go Soren, unless he already has one. Yeah, so there's a lot of story scene here. Like I was saying, it's a cool cutscene. Maybe if I ever do a full playthrough of it, definitely show this off. And here's the Black Knight's theme. It's really good. Yeah, he's a cool character. I really like the Black Knight. One of my favorite villains. We'll meet him a bit later. But that will do it. We get quite a chunk of bonus XP, and I will see you for the next one.